Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the SharpSHOOTers. As always, we're your hosts, Danny and Juice. How you doing tonight, Juice?
I'm feeling spinneroonified.
Wow, I don't even know what that means. Can you
So,
explain that to the audience?
if you were looking at the screen, I was setting up for the
Oh,
spinneroony
I
the whole
saw it.
time.
I'm just not sure why.
Because I was feeling spinneroonified.
Oh, okay, my fault. I didn't understand
Yeah,
it the first time. Now I get it.
I didn't stutter.
If you've never been here for our Monday episodes, this is our kind of do whatever we want kind of night. This is our game night. Tonight we're introducing two new segments, so I hope you guys are ready for that. But first, we gotta pay the bills. So, as always, thank you to Accept the Wind for being the first, only official podcast of Jesus Christ, official band of the podcast. You hear them before and after the show and during the break. So, thank you, Accept the Wind, for being our official band. And if you haven't already done so, please, 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 now is a great time to subscribe. We're at 4 out of 10. We're trying to hit the 10 out of 10. If you look in the comment box next to Juice, it tells you how to do it if you have Amazon Prime. It is free for you, helps us out. So please, please help us out. And if you are one of our regulars, it's the early start of the month, so it's time to check if you've resubscribed to us or not. So please, please help us out. We really, really appreciate it. And the first segment of our game nights, we've missed it a few weeks now, but it is back. We have our trivia. Juice, I believe you said you have a trivia for me.
Yeah, before we do
Emotion Al
so,
Jones over here. Yes, sir, Jay DeFalco.
for, for some extra incentive, Danny, you're bilingual, right?
I mean, theoretically.
Well, hey, if you want to become trilingual, or any of our viewers want to become bilingual, just a little reminder, if you subscribe to us for the next week or so, you also get 3 free months of Super Duolingo. So now's the time. Again, you subscribe to us, costs you the same amount as it usually does, or if you have Amazon Prime, costs you nothing to do it, and you get 3 free months of Super Duolingo, so you can join us when we do our simulcast in a few months, where we no more SAP available. It'll be fun times. Come join.
Oh,
But
my.
yes, it is time for trivia. You did segue into me, so I will continue going. So, trivia question. I think this one you get a 50-50 shot at getting it right.
Yes. Let's go. My
Well,
best odds.
unless I'm tricking you, but we'll see. So CM Punk was in AEW for a little over 2 years. And next month, Survivor Series will be us coming up on 2 years of CM Punk back in WWE. So my question for you is, from the 2 years that he was in AEW and the 2 years that he's been back in WWE, has he had more matches in AEW or in W
Damn.
or in WWE? Where has he had
That's
more
interesting.
matches? So again, 2 years, about 2 years in each. He's a little under 2-1. He was like 2 weeks over 2 years in AEW. They both had injury time involved.
Yeah, but I feel like he had
Um,
more injury time in AEW, but in WWE, you obviously wrestle less. But he did wrestle
well, and also in
a lot
AEW,
of
he did have the suspension
matches.
time. He was off TV for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it kind of balances out. So where did he
Oh,
have
man,
more
that's a
matches,
good one.
AEW or WWE?
Can you tell
If
me
anybody's
by
got
how
guesses,
much?
well, if anybody's got ideas in chat or guesses, throw them in. Again, 50-50 shot. And no, I cannot tell you by how much.
Darn. Um,
Again, if you're just joining us now, where did CM Punk have more matches? His 2 years back in AEW or his 2 years since being back in WWE? Where
I'm
did he have more matches?
I'm gonna. Oh man, that's a hard one. I just want to get it right. Um, I'm gonna say AEW.
Okay, your guess is AEW. Caverlast also guessed AEW. So, while CM Punk was in AEW, he had 33 matches.
There's
While
no way
Punk
he's
has been
had
back,
30 matches in WWE.
while Punk has been back in WWE, and you might get mad at me and say I'm cheating here, but this includes all of his matches, including house shows.
Oh, it
Um,
includes house shows.
in WWE, he wrestled. Well, how many
Uh,
times he's wrestled? Um, so 33 times in AEW, and in WWE, 36.
that's
Um, so he,
crazy.
So he only wrestled three more matches in AEW, and a lot of that is from this recent tour in Paris they did. Now, just because I know you want to get technical, so we'd love to do here on the show. If you want to only include his matches on TV televised, he's only wrestled 19 of those 36
Yeah,
on
that
TV.
that makes a lot more sense to me. But all right,
So yeah, so half of his matches have not been on TV
yeah,
since in the 2 years he's been back. So again, we've gotten half the amount of Punk televised matches into Punk's time than AEW. But either way, I thought it was a fun question. So, and I gave you both answers,
I
but
don't mind.
I'll
I
give you a
don't
half
mind being
point.
wrong on that because, like, if
Okay.
I'm just thinking about TV, I would not know any of his house show matches or anything like that. So, based
Yeah.
on
Well, and
that,
that's
I
the
was like,
problem. That's
there's
the
no
problem.
shot he's wrestled more on WWE than AEW. But if we're including house shows,
And
yeah, that
yeah,
balances out a lot more.
yeah, and that's
Trick
kind of why I
question.
counted them. 'Cause if I didn't count them, then it's obvious AEW
Yeah.
because yeah, WWE is just WWE. Also, Jay said AEW. I'd say, but it's very close. But it was close, only by three. If I asked you this question a month ago, the answer would have been AEW. Put it that
Yeah, it's
way.
funny.
Like he just wrestled like 5 or 6 times in the last month on that Paris tour, so that's all that did it. Um,
Son of a bitch.
all right, so we're gonna dive in here. Our first segment we're gonna do. We didn't really talk about it in advance, but we're gonna start with guess that pay-per-view.
Nice.
Uh, so the way this is gonna work, it's a little different from the one that Danny did a few months ago or so. Danny's one, he was kind of showing one at a time. He was kind of revealing like Rumble participants, and I was supposed to guess what year the Rumble was.
Yeah.
Um, this time around, we're gonna do just a kind of all at once approach. We're gonna put the full card up on the screen, and then I prepared three, Danny prepared three.
Yeah.
The other person has to guess the pay-per-view show and the year that it was. Now, in the results, we did not include who beats who. We did not include, I didn't include pre-show matches. I don't know if you did. I didn't include them in mine. Um,
I included them in one because I wasn't sure, but I can take it out right now, so don't worry about
oh,
it.
you can whatever you want, no biggie.
I don't think it's gonna
Um,
make a difference, but I just took it out
Yeah, I don't think it would either.
just to
But
be fair
and
across the board.
then I don't know if you did it. I also kind of kept the title names a little bit into script because sometimes they can give away. But
What
that's
do
all.
you
It's pretty
mean?
much just guessing. Like if I put like, well, I don't want to say because it's gonna spoil it. Whatever. We'll get to it as we talk. No problem. No big deal. Either way, I think this will be fun. And the way we're gonna do it is we are gonna give each other one lifeline each. We didn't really talk about it. I don't know if you want to do it one lifeline for each one or one for all three, but pretty much if we're stuck, we can have we're gonna flip a. I'm gonna flip a Tony Schiavone 'cause I don't have a coin near me. We're gonna flip a Tony Schiavone heads or tails or heads or heads, heads or less heads, and you get pretty much you'll get either the name of the show or the year to help you with your guess. So you know what? We'll do that for one time
I'll
each
say one
for the
time
three.
each for all three.
Yeah.
And heads will be name of the show. Less heads will be year.
Yes.
Cool.
All right.
Hopefully, remember that when
So
we go to flip it later.
we will. I'll remember. I don't
Chat,
know which
remember.
one you. I don't know if you want to go first. You want me to go first?
Um,
Whatever you have open. I'm open
I mean
to whatever you
they're
want.
all there. I'll go first. I'll start off with what I think would probably be the easiest one for you. Oh,
Okay. So
hold
if it's
on.
for
I
me to
caught.
guess,
Haha! I caught a spelling error before you guys could. Thank
I hope it's still.
God.
The best part's gonna be now when there's another one.
I know. And then I'll be like, damn it. All right. Let me just make sure it's the right
Uh,
tab before I show the wrong one.
yep.
There we go. Bam. Okay. So this is my first pay per view.
All right. So now I need to guess. And
And
also,
chat,
we,
if you
we
want
did.
to put in some
Yeah.
guesses, put in some guesses. You can guess year, whatever.
Yeah. And what I'll
Juice,
do
if
is
you want to hide the chat,
I collapse the chat. So
sweet.
now oh, actually, well, it's up on the screen too. Well, I won't look at it. It's okay. I won't look at it. So now we did tell each other for the first one at least we're gonna do AEW and WWE pay-per-views only.
Yes.
If we get a little bit more seasoned as we go, maybe we'll stretch it out. And also, if we think there's anything we did that was wrong, or maybe we'll scale back. This is just the first time we're doing this, so let's see. All right, AEW pay-per-view clearly. We got
What?
John Silver versus Cassidy. This is definitely early on. This definitely screams Cody's there. It's the I Quit match for the world title. This is definitely when there was no fans yet. So this is Mox run. So this is early 2020.
I feel like Juice's brain works so much like a machine, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, I wonder which one's gonna be later.
By the way, Hikaru Shida, you spelled it Hikaru wrong.
No
Um,
way.
yeah, wait, sorry.
How do I?
Um,
Oh yeah. Damn, on the first one too. Damn.
what was your spelling error on this page? Unless you don't want to share.
Hardy. I accidentally put DR instead of RD. So that was
Matt
when I
Matt
type trick
Hattree.
people. I'm not a
That's all
typist.
right. You're our it's okay. You're our typist. Okay, so I'm definitely going with 2020.
Okay.
Um, actually, yeah, because Double or Nothing at that point, yeah, because this is the show when Matt Hardy fell, and got the head thing. So maybe that was the one with fans back. Oh, hold on. No, 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 no. I'm sticking with 2020. When did he have the fall? I feel like it was during the summer months. Oh man. It's not Double or Nothing because there's no fight outside or whatever. I don't think this is. Well, they weren't doing a lot of pay-per-views back then, so it's either All Out or Full Gear. I'm gonna hold on. Omega and Page. Oh man, I know it's one of those two. Um, Young Bucks and FTR though. That's early on Young Bucks. I'm gonna. Hold on. What was before? Was it Revolution? Maybe. Shit. I know it's not.
I just
No, no.
saw you go through the entire year of pay-per-views in your head.
It can't.
That was
It can't.
amazing.
It can't. It can't be Revolution because 2020 there's fans. It's not Double or Nothing. I'm going with All Out. All Out. Final answer.
All Out 2020 final answer.
Yes.
All right.
I'm probably. I think I'm too early. I think it's later, but
You
that's what I'm
got
going
a
with.
half point. You were
Okay.
your second guess would have been correct when you said Full Gear 2020.
Yep. All right. I'll take the half point.
That was pretty
Not
good though.
bad. Yeah, I locked in. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like these are going to be relatively easy for the most part. I think it will be for all of us. But
You
all
know,
right.
you say that, and then I was like, I was putting together yours, and I was like, I wonder, like, if I didn't know, I wonder if I would know. Like, I don't. My brain doesn't work like yours, man. I don't think I'm gonna know a lot of these, but like,
The
it's gonna be
only oh, yeah,
funny
the only
watching you
way
try to figure it out.
the only way you're gonna get me is if it's before I was watching. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
be
I
like,
don't. I
oh,
wouldn't do that to you.
in your house number two. Like,
No, no.
I won't
Everything,
know.
everything. I always look after '98
Yeah, I
when
appreciate
I
that.
come into stuff you do. Yeah.
I appreciate that. All
All
right.
right. Which one
I
do
don't know
you
if you
want
want
me
to
to
go
do
back and
first?
forth.
One, two, or three?
Let's go in order. Go in
Go in
order.
order for you. All right. So pay-per-view number
Yeah.
one. Bam.
So now, hold on one second. Okay, so now this is yours. Now this is my first one that I'm giving Danny to guess. So Danny, take the wheel.
Um. Wait a second.
What'd I do? What?
I'm gonna show you my first pay-per-view really quick.
Oh no, did we pick the same show?
So close. We pick. I don't like. Our these two are
Yeah,
almost
we picked the same
identical.
show. No, they are the same. We picked the same show.
So I think I put the pre-show on.
Yeah, you put the pre-show. It's the same pay-per-view.
That's fucking
All right.
hilarious.
I had a feeling this would end up happening. Well, folks, you
I
know what? We're
of
gonna
all
leave.
the pay-per-views, I actually didn't. And when I put this one on, I was like, I just want to do it because of the name.
So you know what? Let's leave it up then. Well, now let's leave it up for a minute or two. Let's see if anybody in the chat can guess
Yes,
it.
I like that. That's fucking so funny.
Danny and myself both picked the same pay-per-view. We didn't consult, which is going to happen when you're trying to legit surprise the other one. So there you go. Proof again that we don't plan anything here. But
I'm looking at it, I'm
yeah.
like, and then I clicked on mine, and the first one I saw was Tozawa and Neville. I was like, oh wait, maybe I'm wrong. I kept going back and forth. I'm like, now I'm confused because we put
Nope.
it
Well,
in
let me
different
open
order
up.
too.
Yeah, I'll open up chat. We'll give him another minute or so. If nobody makes a guess, we'll just move
Oh,
on.
that's so funny.
Well, it just shows you how classic of a pay-per-view this was.
And
For all
and
the
the
for all the
funny thing is
fans at home.
also this was the one where I was like, I don't know if I know this one unless I put it up. Like, it's such an obscure one that I think for any other reason I'd probably try to forget except for this segment.
It was me. I'd probably get the year, and then maybe the ambulance match would give away, and the universal title match. I think those two would probably help me
That's fair.
get locked in on it. Um, Also, that's what I meant, by the way. I didn't put universal. I just put world title on mine because I didn't want it to like maybe help you like lock into like that time frame, but it wouldn't have
Gotcha,
made a difference.
gotcha,
That's what I meant. Like I wasn't writing Raw tag titles. I was writing tag titles,
gotcha. Yeah,
Raw
let me go
women's
back to
title.
yours. Yeah, I see, I
Yeah.
see.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't. All right, well, on that note, we'll move along. Hopefully the rest of them are okay.
Well,
Um,
for anyone listening at home that
so,
was guessing and just talking to their phones and not actually typing, it was Great Balls of Fire 2017. So
yep,
nice
yep.
job there. All right, let's
Oh, we thought of
try.
like hopefully the rest don't do that.
Let's try your next one. Ah, no, I'm just kidding. All right.
Hmm. All right,
So,
so now this is for Danny to guess.
so this is definitely 2002. Just because of the Triple H shot. Oh, actually, did they go in 2003? Eugene is what's throwing me off.
Everlast, legit said it to Harley that it was great balls. Well, great job, Everlast.
See, I
Good
told you
guess.
someone just said
Nailed it.
it into the world and just didn't type it.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. We don't mind as long as you're here watching. We appreciate you.
Actually, no, this might be 2003 because Benoit and Edge, I think the Super SmackDown teams were 2003. And then that would be. So this is a SmackDown pay per view. SmackDown pay per views back then were like. Oh, man. They kept trading off. Benoit and Edge. Wait, but Benoit and Edge weren't the SmackDown 6. That was Edge and Mysterio. So maybe this is 2002.
Interesting. Hey, don't look at chat, by the way.
Jazz. I'm not. I'm literally directly staring at the.
Well, I'm just saying for because people
Thank
are
you.
guessing.
I appreciate that. Jazz and Gail Kim also. I feel like Jazz wasn't there in '03. All right, I'm gonna stick with 2002 for my year.
Okay.
And if this is Shawn Michaels Triple H, their first thing was SummerSlam. He was out for a little while, but Armageddon, didn't they do the 2 out of 3? Or was that Royal Rumble they did the 2 out of 3? I'm for some reason stuck between either Armageddon or No Mercy.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm not. Armageddon 2002. Triple H, Shawn Michaels in the Hell in a Cell. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Armageddon 2002.
Okay. So, it's funny. I told you to look at chat, and I closed chat on my screen. I don't know why I did that. So Keverlast in chat has the year correct. This is 2004.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay.
you went back a little too far because Shawn Michaels just came back in '02. They didn't, and Eugene didn't, or Tomko were not around yet.
I wasn't sure about
Um,
Eugene. I didn't know how early he came in.
yeah, he might have even been '03, but he was definitely '04. But yeah, so this is 2004. This I believe this was a Raw branded pay-per-view actually. This was Bad Blood in '04.
Bad
And
Blood.
what should have given it away for you was the two Benoit matches, one of which where he was the champion. Um, so this was after Mania 20, when the Triple H, Shawn, and Benoit had the three-way, and then a
Mm-hmm.
few months later, I think this is June in '02, '04, they ran it back that way. So
Yeah, no,
yeah,
the tag team match just threw me off. That threw me. La Resistance, though, I sure realized that was actually later.
yeah, all
Yeah.
good. It's all right. You were close. You were in the realm enough. But yeah, Bad
Ah,
Blood '04. Yeah, Benoit on the card twice made me think it was '04. Yep. Yeah, and at that point, Benoit and Edge were challenging, and I think they won by DQ or something like that, if I
Yeah, that's
recall. They
fair.
didn't win the belts. And good catch, by the way, when you said it. I was like, no, it was Edge and Ray. And you were like, wait,
Yeah,
no, it was Edge and
I was
Ray.
like, yeah, Benoit and Edge. That was all. I'm like, wait, no, 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 no.
Yeah, it was Benoit and Angle and Edge and Ray and the Guerreros. So,
That's so
all right.
funny.
So that's what was that? Half a point for you? No,
No,
no.
I didn't get
You
either of
got,
them.
and that was technically your first one. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm at half a point. You're at a point, right?
All right, here we go.
So
No, I'm
you're
at
at zero. I'm
zero.
at half a point.
Yeah.
And I'm at half a point. And we have one left each, I believe now, or no?
Yes. Yeah,
The
I
one we
showed
both
you
did threw
one.
me off.
You showed me one, and then we canceled out one.
All right, so one left for each of us, and we're at half a point to zero.
So this is my last one.
Okay.
Bam.
Funny, your BAM is like on a delay, so I get it like way
That's
after.
fair. I'm gonna click it next time, and then I'm gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam.
That's fine. Okay. So, Ray versus Chavo. All right, Un-Americans are there. So that puts us in 2002. Um, all these matches, Eddie Guerrero Edge, like that happened at I think SummerSlam like just before. So then Brock and Taker, Brock is champion at this point. He just beat The Rock. So this is in the fall of 2002. 3 minute warning, Billy and Chuck. It's probably in like this might be no. This couldn't be No Mercy, could it? This might be. Hold on. When did Brock fight Taker? He just won the belt. Triple H and RVD. Triple H wasn't the champion though. Wait, there's two champions though. So this isn't '02. This is '03 then. Or '04. No. Yeah, hold on. So maybe it is '03 because yeah, when Brock won. Well, no, because when Brock
No,
beat
no,
Rock,
no.
it was
I
still the
just the way your brain just said wait, and then you like restructured.
yeah, because there's two well, because there's two world titles, and at that point when Brock beat Rock, it was just one world title, so they didn't split it yet, unless they split it just after that, which I don't fully recall. They might have though. I know I'm in the fall of '02. I know I'm right in that regard. It's just a matter of if this was October, November, December. It wasn't Survivor Series. I'm taking that one out. I don't think it's under. So it's either No Mercy or Armageddon in '02. I'm gonna stick with No Mercy '02.
Oof, another half point. Year is correct. This one
That's
was
Armageddon, isn't it?
Unforgiven.
Fuck. Okay. It was right after SummerSlam. That's the
Yep,
show after.
yep.
Oh, so they
You were
really
on the
split
right
the world
track. I was like,
titles.
oh, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
So they really split the world titles right after Brock won, I guess. Then
Yeah, Unforgiven was. I'll tell you exactly what month. Hold on.
it had no September. It
September.
had to
Yeah,
be.
September
Yeah.
22.
Damn. All right, another half point. Should have used by Tony Schiavone. That's okay. So that was my last one, right? So I
Yep,
have 1 point total.
1 point
All right, and
total.
you're up. You're up. So the best you can do right now is tie to
Yes,
end the
sir.
night. All right. So this
Did
is your
he
last
beat
one.
EC that year at Survivor Series Elimination Chamber 2002? Yeah,
In '02,
yeah,
yeah. Wait, no, that was
yeah.
'03. Yeah,
Wasn't that when
yeah,
HBK won it?
yeah. So I guess it was. So when he has a little Dutch boy haircut, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was terrible. All right, here we go. Pay per view. Last one for Juice number
Yeah.
3.
All right, hit me. Well, they'll hit you. This is yours.
Oh man, what is this? Oh, I should know this literally just because of the
Good.
Kennel from Hell match. And I'm so mad I'm not going to get this right now. God damn it. Okay, so this has to be 99?
And by the way, we didn't talk about it, but obviously, if you want to use your Tony Schiavone, you forfeit the half point.
Yeah,
We
I know.
really,
That's why I
yeah.
kind of want to try to tie you right now, so I'm not going to use the
All
Tony.
right, go for it.
All right.
Tony,
So
Tony,
this
Tony.
has to be 99
Okay.
because 98 was Austin and stuff, so that he was all over 98. And then 2000, 2001 was the start of the invasion. Maybe this was 2000 actually. Ah, fuck, 99, 2000. All right, around there somewhere. That Kennel from Hell match, man. I should know where that's from.
Good guess, Keverlast. You got something going there. Okay, okay. I won't say it out loud.
Okay, 6-man WWF title match. That didn't happen too often. People involved. Bulldog's back. Because Bulldog went away for a while. Before he left, he was in the title scene. Big Show Kane. So if Bulldog came back, that had Xbox and Jericho. Jared and China for the IC title. When was that? That had to have been No, that was 2000. Was that 2000? Fuck. Damn, I'm stuck between 99 and 2000, and I feel like
If anyone
this
just joined
is.
it, if anyone just joined in chat, by the way, we're guessing pay-per-views without knowing the year or the name of the show. If you have any guesses, throw it in chat. We'd love to see it. Danny's guessing right now. I'm presenting this pay-per-view to him, so I can look at chat. He will not see it. So if you got a guess, throw it in there. Let's see if you get it before he does.
So what's annoying for me also is ever since like WWE started doing like bringing back some of the old pay-per-views, they changed
Hmm.
when they did it compared to when they used to do it. So like No Way Out used to be an earlier pay-per-view and then went on later. And I feel like this is the time where it was earlier, and I feel like this is one of the earlier.
Okay.
I like my gut is telling me
Yeah, go with your gut.
I want to say No Way Out
Okay.
2000.
Okay. Is that your final guess?
The year is I think I've said on the year. I'm just the pay per view. I'm not too settled
So yes.
on.
You gotta lock it in, my friend.
I don't think. Yeah, just go with No Way Out 2000.
Okay. So, chat is half correct. This was 1999.
Son of a bitch.
Should have stuck with your gun. The British Bulldog return was a very small window. That should have helped you.
That's what I was trying to
When
figure
you
out. I was like, maybe he came back in
and
like the earlier part
and
of 2000 and left before
mhm.
the WrestleMania shit.
And this thing with the Jeff Jarrett China program, both of those happened in the fall of 99. Um, so this was Unforgiven in 1999.
Hey, we
This is a
both picked it
September.
Unforgiven. That's cool.
This was a September pay-per-view. So this was in the fall. This was the month before they did the No Mercy. I forget what they called it. What they call it? The one with Jeff Jarrett in China with the kitchen, like the kitchen stuff. They gave it a special name with
Oh, the housekeeping match or some shit like that.
housekeeping, house cleaning. It
Yeah.
was yeah. This is the month before that. So
Son of a bitch.
yeah. All right. So in the end, we both picked the same pay-per-view
That was
for
great.
one of our three each. So out
Great
of
balls of
two
fire.
each, out of out of a potential two each, I got 1 point. Danny ended up with zero. So eight for effort. But you know what? I think that was fun. I
Oh,
think
I
we
love that.
could.
That was great.
I think this was the vision I had all those months ago when I thought about this. So I think this could be fun if we do it more. And if anybody has any pay-per-views they want me to try to stump Danny with, reach out to me individually,
Or
and
vice
I will.
versa.
No, don't reach out to Danny. No one. No, no. Actually, no. Yeah, if you got a really hard one, give it to Danny, and if you got a really easy one, give it to me.
Fuck you, just I'm
And
gonna start giving
then
you some like WCW '95 ones. You're gonna keep saying shit like that.
I'm about to lock in on Wikipedia and start like just
You're gonna start
Rain
studying for the
Man.
next few months.
Just Rain Man going next, next, next. Okay, so Halloween Havoc. Okay, now, dude, I couldn't even tell you the order of WCW pay-per-views.
I
Like, I could probably sit here and tell you like 99, 2000, like 2001, like the order every pay-per-view name was right now, but I'm not gonna go that freaking Rain Man on you.
Yeah, don't do
But
that to me. But I could tell you like three pay-per-views for WCW that I knew just because of the names. There was Great American
yeah,
Bash was always in July. Um, then you had Starcade, which is always at the end of the year. I think that was like a December pay-per-view, and then Halloween Havoc was always obviously in October.
I take your word for it. Yeah, so this was fun. Our first time doing Guess the Pay-Per-View. Again, if anybody has any suggestions, don't put them in chat. Send them to one of us because we'll try and
One of
stump the other with
us.
it, wherever you prefer. Um, yeah, so we'll do this one again soon, eventually, I'm sure. Do we want to take a commercial break here before the next segment, or just go right in? What are we
Let's
looking?
go right in. We're doing pretty good. If we need to take
All
a
right,
commercial break, we'll do it later. So let me get rid of that.
all right.
All right. So for this
So
next
this next,
segment,
yeah,
just really quick before you can tell them about it, I'm gonna
sure.
like squeeze us on the top because it's a big screen. So we're gonna get like really tight up there, just so you know.
No! Stop it!
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Bam. Go
Oh, you
ahead.
went. Oh
Explain
God, I
our
can't
screen.
breathe. Explain our screen. Well, right now there's black on there. No, so this is
No.
Trick or Treat Squads. So we're trying something a little different here. This is kind of just fun for Halloween. Usually you see those like seating charts, like those little things online where like you pick a seat to sit on a plane or you pick a table to sit at in the lunchroom in high school. This is a little bit of a different approach, just Halloween specific. Danny and myself each prepared two quote unquote graveyards of groups of wrestlers, and we're going to pick out of those groups of wrestlers which one we think would be the best group to go trick or treating with, and which one would be the absolute worst to go trick or treating with. If you want to just think of it as hanging out, you can think of it as hanging
Yeah.
out. But for the sake of this exercise, I'm going to be thinking trick or treating, going around dressed up and get some candy. Um, so yeah, so we'll dive into this. If you want to rank them, by all means you can. That wasn't the
Ooh.
intention, but
I like
if we
that
want
too.
to rank them from best to worst, we can do that. We don't have a
I might
screen to
just
do
give
that, but
pros and cons of each group if I can.
yeah.
Hornswoggle and
So
Alexa Bliss. They are
yeah,
groups of three, just so you know. So you need one more there,
yeah,
Kale Tomato.
yeah. That's why it's a squad. This isn't trick or treat trios, although
Yeah.
that probably would have worked with the alliteration. Now that I think about it, but I digress.
Well, we'll pretend
This
you
is going to
did.
be. Well, you know what? The trios are going to be the three wrestlers that we're picking from. So there you go. It
There
still
you go.
works. Okay. Let's throw up the first one. So let's see. You went first, and I guessed last time
So you go
for the
first
last
this time.
game, right? So yeah. So I guessed last time. So now you this time are gonna pick your favorite and worst. So throw up my first one, and
Okay.
this time we only prepared two each
Yeah.
for each other. So
All
there
right, here we
should be
go.
no
First one
crossover
up.
here
If
if we
there's
pick the same
crossover, we'll go
squad.
crazy. People at home, let me know if you could see it. If you have trouble, I can make them big. I think I should make them bigger. I'm gonna make them bigger.
Spooky.
Let's see here.
Yeah. So these are your groupings. So if anybody wants to play along at home, just imagine yourself. Close your eyes. Halloween, nice, cool, crisp fall night. You got your pillowcase, wearing your skull mask, or your got your princess swan, or whatever you're gonna dress up as. That's fine. And you're out about looking for candy, you're going door to door, and this is the group you're gonna call. You're gonna call them up, say, "Let's go, we ride." Which one are you gonna go with, and which one are you absolutely going to avoid? So take your pick.
I'm
This is
just
for Danny to
fixing it.
decide. This is for Danny to decide. But if anybody has a pick or a pro con, throw it in the chat. Let us know which one you'd go with and why.
Sorry, there we go. I just want to get that last one. All right, cool. So everyone
Why
can
not?
definitely see these. I made them much bigger. All right. This is crazy. So let's see what we got here. Tony Storm, 1B Juice's Dream. Then comes Tony.
These aren't mine to pick. These are for Danny.
So
I
all of
merely
them
set them up.
have two good. Well, no, actually, some of them don't have two good ones. Let's see here. So Danhausen, I love Dan. I love me some Danhausen, but I hate me some Andrade. So that's terrible
Ooh.
that you did that to me. Jeff Hardy could either make the night or break the night, though, depending on what version of Jeff Hardy I get. So that kind of scares me. RVD and me,
Yeah.
we'd
See, I
have
was
a
gonna say
great time.
Jeff Hardy's the kind of guy he's gonna be the one that like escalates and like kicks a mailbox off the
Yeah,
post. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And
That's
all
what
of a
I'm
sudden
nervous
you're
about.
running, then you can't go for candy that night on that block.
I
So
agree.
I
Like
get it.
that. Like
All
if he doesn't do that at the end, we're kind of screwed. Jay DeFalco said I go with Danielson and Tony with Shivani, but we ditched Shivani after the second or third half.
The problem is set out his distress call and just be
Yeah, yeah.
like,
Sting.
yeah,
Next one, RVD. I'd love to chill with. Me and RVD, I think would get along, and we'd just be smoking all night. But then
yeah.
you get Triple H and
Mm.
Steph, which I don't think I could deal with either one of them. I honestly, I would
Mm.
be telling Triple H how bad he is as booking all night, and then Stephanie would be slapping me, and she slaps hard. That's shit's gonna hurt. I don't want to get slapped by Steph. Also, costume wise, I don't think they'd be doing. I don't think any of the three of them would be doing good costumes. I think RVD would
Think
be too
about
stoned
costumes.
for a
You
good
gotta think
costume.
about what you're gonna be. You don't have to tell me what they'll be wearing. I'm not expecting that, but you have to imagine them like, yeah,
Agreed.
what
I
they're gonna
think
be dressed up.
Danhausen could convince all of them to dress like he does, like to do a Danhausen kind of costume, and we could be a group of Danhausens, which would be fun. I think.
Yeah, and the other two already wear masks and makeup anyway.
Exactly.
So,
So like they get right along with that one.
mm.
Drunk as fuck says Carol Last. I feel like the Mysterio Austin Flair group would be a shit show. I agree with that. I was just about to say the next group up. This has to be an adult group. I think with Steve Austin and Ric Flair especially. And then Dom is just kind of just learning how to be a
Learning how to trick or treat.
drunken, yeah, right, just learn how to drink and conduct himself or not conduct himself depending on which one he follows. Both of these guys though, when they're a little drunk, I don't think would treat any of the females well
Yeah.
that answer the door, so I don't think that's a group I want to go with. I think we'd be
Again,
arrested after a little while.
you're trick or treating. You're not walking around with a six pack while you're doing
Well,
it.
I'm not, but Steve Austin
I don't
is, and
know. I don't know what your
Ric Flair is also
experience.
not walking around with the six pack, but he's walking around with some kind of prescription pills or something.
Oh, who? All right.
Maybe.
Who?
Next group up, Scott, I'm totally avoiding Scott Steiner, AJ Styles, and Vince McMahon. I love
Why?
AJ, but Scott Steiner would be angry if he doesn't get his specific candy, and Vince McMahon would probably go in the bag and start picking it out himself. So, like, I don't think I could go with either one of those two at
Uh,
all.
Scott Steiner would be like,
He'd already
he'd
be,
have like,
yeah, he'd just be wearing the same
yeah,
outfit.
he'd have the chain link on. He'd be like, I'm a knight in King Arthur's court, huh? Start going off
Well,
on
the
that whole thing.
problem then would be if that's the case we go, then Vince McMahon would probably be King Arthur. And then AJ Styles, because it's Vince McMahon, would probably be like a court jester. I don't know what I would be in that situation. That
All right.
I'm good with that. Booker T, Bully Ray, and Shawn Michaels.
Ooh, ooh,
This
ooh.
is
Danny.
what?
Mm. Oh, I'm reacting.
Okay. I mean, you put my favorite of all time there, and then you're surrounded by
Did
two
I?
guys who I literally cannot stand listening to anymore. Like
Did I?
the two of them just talk so much shit that
Mm.
I mean, it's crazy. Vince would text Brock to see if Brock wants any of Vince's candy, then set up a meet. Then Brock would decide not to show.
Yeah. You know what? I should have done Vince, Brock, and Kofi as a group. That would have been fun.
And then the last one is Bryan Danielson, Tony Storm, and Tony Schiavone. This one, I think out of all of them, would be the one I could get along with the best. I think
Mm.
Tony, we could drown out Schiavone with Storm. And even Danielson can probably shut him up. I think Danielson and Tony Storm obviously would be very open to whatever costume ideas. Also, I think that'd be a fun group. Tony Schiavone would do whatever costume we tell him to do. He'd probably do a half-ass job at it, but he'd make an effort.
Important thing to remember though with Danielson is he probably wouldn't want to go to any houses and get the king size candy. He probably only want the apples and rice balls. So you gotta be careful with that.
He wouldn't know until he goes to the house, and then whatever candy he
No,
doesn't
yeah,
want,
you know what? He
we
might just
get,
give to you.
and then I
Counterpoint.
give him whatever healthy
Point.
stuff I get. So actually, it's
That's
a good
the point.
trade-off. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Danielson, Storm, and Schiavone, and I'd say Andrade, Danhausen, and Jeff Hardy was a close second. Followed by I'd have to be an adult to be with them, but Dominic, Steve, and Flair, and
Don't get the adult
then
thing.
I'd have to be an adult. I can't. Kid trick or treating with those guys would be not good. They'd have to be
No,
like,
hold on, time out. Have you been thinking of yourself as a kid going with them?
well, not as a kid, but
It's
like
you-
you said, trick or treating, so we're not like big
Yeah, it's
burly
you.
adults. It'd be strange to do that.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Come
That's
on.
fair,
It's
too.
Halloween.
I don't think whatever.
Have
They
fun.
can't. That would be a drunken trick or treat. They're number 4. No,
I
they're
thought you
number
were a
3.
kid.
Sorry, and then 4 would have to be shit. Now it sucks. 4 would have to be RVD, Triple H, and Stephanie, because at least I can just smoke my brains out and not listen to Triple H. 5 would be Shawn Michaels,
guess
Bully Ray, and Booker T, because I think the only two people worse on this list than Bully Ray and Booker T are Scott Steiner and Vince McMahon.
Wow, big big downgrade for HBK. Poor guy.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe you put HBK with him. That's fucked up. That's your fault. That's
Um,
a messed up thing you did. All
Almost like it
right,
was by design.
my first squad for you.
All right, it's my turn now to guess.
So
Let's
I
see what
went a
we
little
got.
different. I kind of grouped them together based on either compatibility. I try not to do this debauchery that you did to me, or I chose um I chose groups. So the first one's gonna be the groups. So here, let me make that bigger. Hold on. Do 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 do. Okay. So that first group you should be able to see. This one, let
Oh,
me extend. Bam, good. This one, let me extend. Bam, good.
okay. So for anyone just joining us, we are doing trick or treat squads where we are presenting each other lineups of people that you'd want to go trick or treating with for Halloween this year. So just going through it, weighing out the pros and cons, who would be the squad we'd want to go with the most, and which one we would dread and want to avoid the least.
All right, you're up.
Avoid the most rather. Okay. So first up, we got Caster, Bowens, and Daddy Ass. We have the acclaimed. I think that'd be, and I'm gonna think of them as like the not the current iteration of the acclaimed. I'm thinking of them as like they're on the same page. They're chill right now, so it's I think that could be a fun one to do with them. Caster also could be familiar with the area. You got Daddy Ass could be hit with the moms, get the extra candy. So yeah,
Why would
I'm
Caster be
liking.
familiar with the area?
Well, I won't disclose, but we'll move on. Next up, we got Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, and Lita. And if Jeff Hardy wasn't there, I would chill with them as long as Rebby and the kids aren't there with Matt. Like it's got to be not the family included, just Matt. But I feel like Matt might get lost. I think there's been enough injuries to the old noggin; they might get lost along the way, and I don't want to deal with that. And also, I don't think Lita wants to really be chilling with Matt anymore. So I'm gonna avoid the Hardys and Lita, all due respect. Next up, we got Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman. We got rolling with the Vision. Um, Braun would be wild to go trick or treating with. I think that'd be dope. I think he'd probably dress up as a bulldog, like a literal bulldog, just walking around
He'd be
barking at
barking.
everybody. Yeah, he's just straight up. Um, Bronson would probably dress up as himself and tell everybody I'm Bronson Reed, and nobody would know who he is. Um, so that'd be his costume for the
He
night.
might be stealing kids'
Uh,
shoes. Also, keep that in
yeah,
mind.
yeah. No, he's gonna be the one. He's gonna be climbing the telephone pole to get him down. And everyone, all the teepee. He's got teepee around his neck. I'm a mummy. Okay. And then Paul Heyman, I don't think I'd want to roll with Heyman though. He'd be making that face like he'd be like stealing my candy out of my pillowcase when I'm not looking, and like he'd be the one to go up to the house and like they got the little jar of like just take one. He'd take them all, and I don't vibe with
And
that.
then he'd like
So
do the little shit-eating grin, like
yeah, like he think he like was in the right, and I don't know. So I don't know about that. Heyman throws it off a little bit there too,
I agree.
but yeah. Next up, Okada, Takeshita, Don Callis. Um, Not gonna lie, I don't know how global of a holiday Halloween is. I'm not sure how much they'll care about it or understand it. I could be wrong. I honestly don't know, so I'm not trying to be rude. But who knows? Who knows what they would do? I don't know how much conversation I could really have with them as I'm chilling with them. Takeshita might just want to go get Cinnabon the whole time, and he wouldn't even want to go trick or treating, and that's kind of defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do. Plus, Okada probably keep giving everybody the middle finger, and it's kind of that's
Be
gonna
calling
be
everyone
a
a
detriment
bitch.
yeah, that too. Especially if they only give him like snack size and not king size candies. And Don Callis, mm, yeah, Juice trying to get canceled. Hey, I'm not trying to get canceled. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know, man. Someone Google it, look it up. Is
How
Halloween? I don't think
he
Halloween's
he acts he acts
global.
nicely. I don't think you're trying to get
Yeah,
canceled, Juice.
I don't know if Halloween's a global holiday. No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a different name. Maybe they celebrate a different like week. I don't know. Okay. Undertaker, Kane, and Paul Bear. So now this one's awkward because like I was thinking about this. I didn't want to include anybody that's passed along. So now I need to kind of go turn back the clock and he's alive and which, good for him if he's alive. But I know he's not. It's exercise. But I'm gonna get back on track here. Yeah, Taker and Kane. I don't know, man. I feel like the whole time they just be talking with each other and they leave me out. Like they really wouldn't want to like hang out, and like be trick or treating with me. So I
You don't
kind
think
of I
these
feel like
guys
a
are
third.
like tailor made for Halloween though?
I mean, yeah, sure, but I'd be like the third wheel. I wouldn't be hanging out with them. I'd just be like following along, and I wouldn't have fun. I'd be like, man, this sucks. Like we're not
That's
chilling.
fair. That's fair.
I'm in their presence. Um, they do celebrate Halloween in Japan. It's more for adults and no trick or treating, so they won't know, see. So they won't know the trick or treat aspect. Thank you. Bam. That was my point all along. Let's go. All right, let's go. Next up, Matt, Nick, and Brandon. I'm not even giving them time of day. Absolutely not. F tier, worst of the worst. I would never in a million years. I no, I would throw eggs at them passing by
That's so
with
rude.
I'd be with the acclaimed running past and throwing eggs at the Bucks in color, 100%.
That's very rude.
Yeah, I think I gotta go with the acclaimed on this one. I'd roll with Castor Bowens and Daddy Ass. I think that'd be the most fun group to chill with, trick or treating for the night. From there, the next one I'd probably do would be I'd probably do Okada, Takeshita, and Callis. I can roll with
Really?
that. I mean, well, because you know what's gonna happen, Danny. I'm gonna get a subscription for 3 months of Super Duolingo, because
That's
I
fair.
subscribe to the
That's fair.
SharpSHOOTers, and that's gonna give me 3 months to learn and bulk up on my Japanese, and then I'll be able to speak with them come Halloween, and I'll teach them everything, and they'll be totally into it.
I didn't
Takesha's
even
gonna be
think
that
about that. You're
guy.
so right, bro.
He's gonna have a field day. So yeah. So number two would be Okada, Takeshita, and Don Callis. Number three. I'd probably roll with Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman because I think by the end of the night I'd be rolling with Breaker and we'd kind of be making fun of Bronson Reed for like being like I'm Bronson Reed and nobody would know his costume.
Well, what about Paul
Um,
Heyman?
I can, yeah, whatever. Hey, if he's stealing the candy, I'll just steal from him when he's not looking at the end too. So it comes around. All right, so that's one, two, three. From there, I'd probably roll with the Hardys and Lita. I think I can get enough out of that and have fun with it. Maybe just chill with Lita most of all. And then from there, Taker and Kane would be number five. Again, because I feel like I wish wouldn't have a good time with them. I'd be left out third wheeling with the Brothers of Destruction. And then bottom of the tier, Bucks and Cutler. Get them out of here.
Yeah, that one
I like that.
I would have been shocked if they were anything more than bottom of the tier.
You like that? That was some in-depth analysis you got there. You only get that here on the Sharpshooters. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have your crew that you would roll with. Out of this list, who would you roll with, and who would you avoid like the plague? Let us know before we move on to the next one in a minute or so. But we got two more for you. Danny's gonna throw up one. I'm gonna throw that. Danny's gonna throw up one more for him to pick. Then there's gonna be one more for me to pick, and then we're gonna call it a night here. Thank you for joining us here on this Monday night. We know that Raw and NFL are starting shortly, but we aim to be off at least before football, maybe a little bit in a Raw. But either way,
Yes, sir.
nothing happens on Raw for the first like 10 minutes anyway. It's all
Here we
eating
go.
and videos. Let's move on.
Next squad for Juice to Me. We got. Oh boy, what the hell? Another. You're the worst. I was too nice to you. Next time.
Well, we clearly took different approaches here, but
Ridiculous. All right, so
all right.
first one we got Kenny Omega, Jungle Boy, CM Punk. Since you put Jungle Boy, it's not Jack Perry. I enjoyed Jungle Boy better than Jack Perry, so I like this one already. Omega and Punk though, I don't know. I don't want to play the referee all night, which is what might happen here. Might happen with a lot of these now that I'm looking at them. Okay,
Larry,
all right.
Larry will not be there, by the
Next
way.
up, we got John Cena, Logan Paul, Finn Balor. I mean, I can't stand Logan Paul. I love Finn
Mm.
Balor. John Cena, I mean, he'd get a lot of attention. He'd get a lot of candy. He'd definitely be able to bring us, like, pretty much anywhere we want to go. I just don't want to be anywhere near Logan Paul. That's going to be the problem there. And then back to
Yeah,
Omega, Jungle Boy, and CM Punk. Like, if they're
yeah.
fighting all night, no one's going to want to give us candy. No one's going to want to open the door for us. That's going to be the problem. And it's going to be
Yeah, and also, sorry, go.
good. No, good.
I was gonna say if Logan Paul is rolling with you in that squad, he's gonna have a whole like live stream probably crew with him. It's gonna be a crowd. So
See, that wouldn't be a problem because everyone does that live stream stuff. So maybe, like, if people know we're coming around, they'll try to give us more candy or whatever to try to get on the live stream. But, like, I just want to be near Logan Paul. That's the problem. And then with the CM Punk stuff, it's going to be 2-on-1. So I'm going to feel bad for Punk, but I don't want to go against Omega. Like, that's just gonna put me in a weird position. I don't know about that. Um, Bret Hart, Braun Breaker, Jey Uso. See, now this is one that, like, unfortunately, Braun's awesome, but Bret Hart's gonna be bitching about Goldberg all night, so I don't want to hear about that shit. And Braun and Jey are gonna be fighting each other, and then Jey has to yeet all night. I don't want to hear yeeting all night. This is, you are the worst. This might be the worst one. It might be the worst one. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see what else we got here. Then we have Jey Uso again. Oh, that's not fair. Jey Uso, Trish Stratus, and The Miz. So now, see, this is where you messed up. I actually personally like The Miz. The Miz was a favorite of mine from, like, the challenge days. So that's not a bad thing. And Trish, I think, might have been, like, the last woman that I thought I had a crush on before I realized I was gay. So Trish also, not a bad pick. This one, more top of the thing. I hate Jey Uso, though, but me and Miz can make fun of Jey Uso all night, so I'm fine with that, actually. So that might not be a bad one. Next up, we got Alberto Del Rio. No, that's, but you put Orange with him. Why? Why are you the worst?
That's the game.
Sheamus, I can deal with. I like the Irish, but Alberto is just a scumbag. You're the worst. All right, and then Goldberg, Cody Rhodes, and Mercedes Moné.
A lot of personality.
See, that one's not a bad group. It's just a lot.
Well, Jay brings up a good point, though, in the comments. Bill Goldberg would bash his head on every door and get a concussion by House 5.
Which is good, and then we could leave him behind. Or,
Oh,
like,
no, so you can't leave him behind, though. You have to carry him the rest of the
what
night.
if we call the hospital? Then that would
You have
not
to
leave
stay
him
with him
behind.
you gotta at least stay with him until he gets picked up. That kills at least an hour of your time.
That's fair, especially on Halloween night. At least an hour. You're right.
At least an hour, yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Those are the rules.
Number one pick. Number one pick is going to be Jey Uso, Trish Stratus, and The Miz. A lot of good outweighs the bad there. Second is going to be Orange, Sheamus, and Alberto. I hate Alberto so much.
No.
I love Orange so much, so I'm hoping that can balance out. And I don't have as much of a hate for Sheamus as you do, so I don't mind that one.
Wait. Quick question. What if Greg was added to that?
Oh, then that's the bottom of the list.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last one then.
Continue.
Next up after that would be this gets rough. Gonna have to be Goldberg, Rhodes, and Mercedes.
Going Halloween trick-or-treating with Goldberg.
Just because there's gonna be a lot less fighting, and no one's a real scumbag there. So I can deal with that one. After that would be Omega, Jungle Boy, and CM Punk. That I think we could get to a couple of houses before they really start fighting, and then maybe we just have to break up and do two groups of two or something like that.
Can't split up.
Do I want the crybaby or the real piece of shit? I guess I hate Logan Paul more. So I'll go with Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, and Bret Hart. And I don't know, maybe Bret Hart will forget where he is and stop talking about Goldberg or some shit. I don't know about that. And then Cena, Paul, and Finn Balor, and that's literally just because of Logan Paul. If it was anyone else, they probably would have been like the second group. But I just hate Logan Paul so goddamn much.
I was hoping you were gonna put Jay on the best and worst for your ranking. That's what I was waiting for, but alas,
It was close. He got close.
Yeah. All right, so Danny's going trick-or-treating with Jey Uso, Trish Stratus, and The Miz, and he's leaving in the dust John Cena, Logan Paul, and Finn Balor.
Yes,
so we have
sir.
one more for you.
You got
This is
6
Danny's
minutes. Do you want to do a ad, or do you think you can do it in 6 minutes?
I could do it in 6 minutes.
All right, here we go.
I've been asked that before. Let's go. All right, speed run. Let's go. Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Adam Page, and James Storm. That is. See, now again, you're thinking of the drinking thing, but I'm not going there because I'm thinking about trick or treating. That'd be dope. That'd be a fun one. RVD, Orange Cassidy, Joe Hendry. Wow. Okay, that's another good one.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see any downside there with that one either. Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson. Okay, see that. Wow, so I guess I really was mean to you. This is all these are all good ones. Yeah, Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson, Abyss, Mankind, and Sting, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, and Eddie, Bobby Roode, MJF, and Ric Flair. Okay, so I test. I'm gonna go just really quick. I think my number one is absolutely Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, Eddie
I
Kingston.
knew that was
I
gonna be
think
your number one. I knew it.
that grouping would be insane. Trick or treating, like. Eddie would have the pace. Kurt Angle would be like, "Oh, this is Kurt Angle would give me all that candy he didn't want." Oh, that'd be the group. That's the group number one for sure. Um, from there, the next one, mm, I'd probably have to go with Stone Cold Page and Storm. I think they'd be pretty fun too. I think that'd be a really fun one to roll with. They'd be number two. Number three, I'd probably go with RVD, Cassidy, and Hendry.
Nice.
Um, Number four, I'd have to go with Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles, and Bryan Danielson. Number five would be Abyss, Mankind, and Sting. And then number six would be Rude, MJF, and Flair. I think those last two would probably be the only ones that really wouldn't be that much fun because I think Abyss, Mankind, and Sting would be so brooding and about themselves and their costumes of them. Like they wouldn't really be like in the moment hanging out as a group and having fun. It'd be like, I'm
Especially
this,
if you get
I'm
like
this, I'm that.
WCW Sting, where he just turned into the Crow
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, so it would be fine, but I wouldn't really want to roll with that
What
group for
if you
trick or
had
treating.
TNA Joker Sting?
No, that wouldn't change it. And then I'll be rude, MJF and Flair. I think MJF would make people throw pretzels at us and like turn the lights off and lock the doors. I really wouldn't want MJF there. I think Rude wouldn't really add anything to the dynamic that's going on here. And Flair's Flair. I think he wouldn't make it around the corner. We'd have to get the wheelchair for him.
I
Just to
put
go
this
door to
group on
door.
because I figured they'd do like a who
Yeah.
wore it best, and they'd each wear a robe, and then
Oh yeah, ropes. Oh yeah.
that'd be your
That's
Halloween
fair.
costume for the four. You just gotta do a different robe.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So yeah, I'd avoid Rude, MJF, and Ric Flair. MJF would steal all your Reese's when you weren't looking. Don't even get me started. But yeah, my group, I would go trick or treating with Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, and Eddie Kingston. So I'm rolling with
Nice.
Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, Eddie Kingston, and the Acclaimed. And Danny is rolling with whoever he picked.
I
He can
believe
tell you if he
mine
remembers.
were Danielson, Tony Storm, and Tony Schiavone, and Jey
Ooh,
Uso, Trish Stratus, and The Miz.
ooh.
Yeah,
All
you did me
right, you got
dirty.
some good in there.
You did me dirty.
Yeah, well, that's the game, my friend. All
All right,
right.
ladies and gentlemen,
Well, that
thank
was
you for
fun.
joining us tonight. We are just under the clock. We're going to let you guys go. It's right before 8 p.m. Please come back Thursday, 7 p.m. for our last point standing where we talk about this week in wrestling. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Peace
Oh,
out.
wait. I
A
can't get
town,
out.
A town,
I can't
A
get
town
out.
down.
There we go.